Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to a new news video on this channel. Recently, Marin was forced to do a GoFundMe campaign. She named the title of the GoFundMe campaign Marin's Road to Tokyo 2021. She wrote on her Instagram account that she's very frustrated about having to ask about financial help, but due to not having been able to play in the league due to Corona, and that she also didn't get the COVID-19 support, the financial support you get when you don't have work and are in need of money. It's like money for people who are not working. She didn't receive any financial support from the government, even though she asked for it, which forced her to do the GoFundMe campaign. I will put the link to her GoFundMe campaign in the video description. So if you want to support Marin in her goal to reach the Tokyo Olympics, feel free to support her GoFundMe campaign. I'm sure she will appreciate every dollar she can get. Bello, Oyebanji dead. The triple gold medalist at the African Para-Badminton Championships 2018 lost his life in a motor accident on Wednesday, the 21st April of 2021. Bello, who competed in the standing lower category and was a member of the D늦EAD Para-Badminton Athletes Commission since 2017, was determined to make history for his country and continent at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. He was considered one of the best para-badminton players from Africa. D늦EAD Vice President Para-Badminton Paul Crusoe added, "Bello's passing is a sad loss to the para-badminton community. He was well liked and played an important role in the growth of para-badminton as a sport in Nigeria and Africa, as well as the development of emerging talent in the region. May his soul rest in peace." Momota says he's 100% confident to win gold at the Tokyo Olympics. In a video interview released by the Olympics website, Momota said, "People mention the Olympics and the gold medal as the Olympics approach. So to be honest, the pressure is huge. People won't make such comments if they weren't expecting me to win. So I'd like to turn that into a positive and go into the Olympics with a productive degree of pressure and tension. I don't think you can become a champion if you're hesitant. So allow me to say I'm 100% confident about the gold medal." Recently, the European Championships have been played, and Axelsen said in an interview that he believes the level of badminton players compared to Asia badminton players is too low. Axelsen says, "If you look at the Asian Championship, the level is much higher, I must say. But I think a lot of exciting players are coming up, and it's nice to see that. When we don't play our best game, we can lose sets and maybe even matches. Of course, we Danish players must show that we are clearly most ahead, but the level can be better. I will put it that way." Speaking of the European Championships, Koljonen secures a historic first medal for Finland. In the second round for the 2021 European Championships, Koljonen, who has practiced at the Badminton Europe Center of Excellence, beat Toma Junior Popov, who was seeded 7 in the tournament, entered the quarterfinals against Rasmus Gemke. The Finnish men's singles got a good start and beat Gemke as well. Winning the quarterfinal means a lot for the Finnish player, since he secured the first ever medal for his country. In an interview he says, "For maybe the first time in my life I'm speechless. I have no words right now. I feel happy, but I need to realize what just happened. I think this is some of the best badminton I have ever played. I know that sometimes when I find my A game, I can make upsets. And now I have been able to keep the level in the whole tournament, which is not normal for me." Marin recently wrote history by winning 5 European Championship titles. The Rio Olympic women's singles gold medalist of Spain has established herself into a league of her own that was way above the rest of Europe, by winning a 5th consecutive women's singles title at the 2021 European Championships on Sunday, beating Lynn Christophersen of Denmark in the final. Congratulations for Marin for dominating the European women's singles for so long. Axelsen became European champion, however, not by winning the match, but Axelsen essentially tested positive, and that means that the finals couldn't be played and Axelsen automatically loses because he got tested positive for COVID and had to evacuate to not endanger other people's lives. Axelsen wrote on social media very disappointed that he was sure that he and Axelsen would have made a great game, which would have been very entertaining to watch, and it feels just very wrong to win the European Championship title that way. Badminton Europe is professional as ever. They recently posted a video at the European Championships with no sound at all. Here a clip of the video. And no, I know you might say, that's edited. No, that's really the official Badminton Federation of Europe. It's just a freaking joke, man. What can I say? The whole video, you just see gestures and are supposed to guess the sound. I suppose you could say that. It's just a giant joke. I mean, I'm just sitting in my room and it's not that hard to record a video with sound. Lakey from Indonesia blasts BDF. The Indonesian mixed doubles coach is angered by the unfairness his players are facing in the Olympic qualification race and asked, what kind of work is BDF doing? The 2021 European Championships was successfully completed last week in Ukraine, where its counterparts, the Badminton Asia Championships 2021, which was scheduled to be held in China, got cancelled and postponed due to the pandemic. Both were Olympic qualifier tournaments that awarded valuable Olympic ranking points to the players. Last week, many top players including Koljonen jumping soon and Gloria Emanuel Vijaya highlighted to BDF that it would be unfair to award Olympic ranking points to European players when the Asian players don't have the opportunity to play in the Badminton Asia Championships. The latest Olympic qualification rankings were published yesterday, and as many of players feared, qualification ranking points have been awarded to the European players who participated in the 2021 European Championships. The worst victims of this injustice have been the Indonesian pair of Hafiz Faisal and Gloria Emanuel Vijaya. In last week's ranking before it was updated yesterday, the pair was ranked 8th in the Olympic race and was qualified to play the Olympics. After it was updated yesterday, Hafiz Faisal and Gloria Emanuel Vijaya have been pushed down from 8th to 9th by English pair Marcus Ellis and Owen Smith, who won the silver at the European Championships. Falling down to the 9th rank means they are no longer qualified for the Olympics. Faisal and Vijaya's coach Richard Mainecki fiercely criticized BDF by saying, "We have all been disappointed with what happened at the All England. Now it has happened here again. What kind of work is BDF doing? It should still go on, but it should not be counted. Is it fair if we are sure to lose? So in my opinion, this is no longer fair. Does this mean that BDF gives undue advantage to Europe? BDF should be wise," he added. I have to say I completely agree with Waxy Meineke. Obviously the European players can't really do much about that, but the Asian players should get awarded with a tournament they can play to earn some points in the same way, or the points for the European Championships should not be counted to have an unfair advantage ahead of the Olympics. Victor Axelsen recently got airlifted in a private jet. Yes, you are listening right. After testing positive for COVID-19 on Saturday, Victor Axelsen flew back to Denmark on a private jet. He was looking at a 2-week quarantine in Kiev, Ukraine, which was not an option for the world number 2, just 2 months away from the Olympics, and that's why he decided to get a private jet. After talking with my team and going through my situation multiple times, I've decided to personally arrange a private ambulance jet with the highest safety and medical standards to help me get back home to Denmark, said Axelsen. His whole journey from Kiev to home in Copenhagen, including the ambulance ride, was inside a seared ISOAC isolation chamber. His friend and mental coach B.S. Christiansen and the medical team accompanied him on the flight. After reaching Copenhagen, he will head on to his quarantine location. At my quarantine location in Denmark, I will be able to follow the right diet and also have the opportunity to do whatever physical training I'm able to do, said Axelsen. Time is really valuable right now, and as we get closer to the Olympics, I will do whatever I can to get back to Denmark and back to training in a safe and responsible way without putting anyone in risk. I've been training so long and hard to get ready for the Olympics, so hopefully I will recover from this without any complications and get back to court soon again, said Axelsen. He mentioned specifically that he will make sure that he properly abides with the regulations and protocols after arriving in Denmark. He also said he will not return to the court before being cleared by a medical team in Denmark. While Axelsen has flown home on a private jet, his teammates Joel Eipel, Rasmus Kier and Matthias Thierry are still in Kiev, where they are to complete their 2-week quarantine. I realize that I'm really privileged to be able to do this, and my thoughts are with the millions of people around the world who don't have the resources to fund initiatives like this, let alone get the necessary medical help when needed the most. Yeah man, that's kind of mind-blowing, right? Oh, today quarantine? Nah man. staying in a county, let's just get me a private jet. Come on, man. You know you made it when you can just arrange a private jet to get back home. With that being said, that's it for today's news video. I know I have been having a couple of sound issues. I tried to change a few things, so leave feedback in the comments down below if the sound is a little bit better. Maybe I get a microphone here so that the sound is better. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving me a like and subscribing to my channel. And I see you guys in the next news video.